G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on pickleball.com, $100,000 for top waiver pick headlines major MLP trade news. MLP, Major League Pickleball, announced 3 major trades ahead of waiver period 1, which began yesterday, Thursday at noon Eastern. Gosman to Premier, Jones to Challenger. The DC Pickleball team is acquiring Vivian Gosman from the Bay Area Breakers in exchange for Elise Jones and cash considerations. Sources have confirmed the monetary amount DC is paying to Bay Area is $100,000. Gosman will join forces with a DC squad that also features James Ignatowicz, Rachel Rohrbacher, and Deckel Barr. That team currently sits in 4th place in the Premier level standings. Jones will play alongside Colin Schick, Rachel Retker, and Patrick Kauka for a Bay Area team that is in 4th place in the Challenger level standings. Emmerich to Premier, Tellez to Challenger. The Texas Rangers are sending Pablo Tellez to the Brooklyn Aces in exchange for Martin Emmerich, another lefty. Tellez will join Lena Pagiamarte, Daniel De La Rosa, and Lane Sleeth on a Brooklyn team that's currently in 2nd place in the Challenger level standings. For Texas, this move is part of a larger plan reliant on the team's selection in waiver period 1. That's why the next piece of news is so important. Ranchers acquire number 1 overall pick from Black Diamonds. Sources have confirmed that Texas paid the Utah Black Diamonds $100,000 for the top pick in the first round of waiver period 1. Utah will receive Texas number 7 overall pick slot. The Ranchers, who now have Christian Olshawn, Etta Wright, Tina Pisnik, and Martin Emmerich, will most likely use this pick to replace Emmerich with Kwong Duong. Duong filled in for an injured Olshawn last week in the nation's capital, going 4-6 in his MLP debut. The 18-year-old played well alongside Pisnik in mixed doubles, going 3-2 in that regard. Evidently, he performed well enough to be in the Ranchers' apparent top choice to replace Tellez and now Emmerich. There are a lot of questions facing the Black Diamonds after 4 regulation losses to start out the season, but this move adds a little more clarity for the squad featuring Callie Smith, Jay DeVilliers, Tyler Leung, and Alex Truong. It looks like Utah isn't going to the waiver pool for an immediate fix, although the team will still have Texas' 7th pick in the first round and will maintain its first pick in the second round available for use. If a roster change is coming, it's more likely that the Black Diamonds execute it through the trade market. They could be planning to use the $100,000 from this deal towards that purpose. Utah has already gone through the trade market this year when the team sent Tyson McGuffin to the Orlando Squeeze in exchange for DeVilliers and $50,000. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment, and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on pickleball52.com, Megan Fudge tops the bill at English Open. Megan Fudge will be among the headline acts again at this summer's English Open as the elite of US pickleball flocks to Shropshire, England. APP number 1 ranked Megan Fudge won the women's singles and doubles and finished runner-up in the mixed doubles at last year's English Open. And it will be a family affair for the German-born star when she returns to the Telford International Centre on 8 through 13 August this year. Megan will be accompanied by her husband, tennis-turned-pickleball pro Ryla DeHart, and their children, JR and Lillian, who are both aspiring pickleball professionals. The family tours the US pickleball circuit in a giant RV and flies overseas to play in events together. It was wonderful to have Megan at last year's English Open, and we can't wait to welcome her and the family back, commented Pickleball England chair Karen Mitchell. They sum up the family-friendly vibe at our tournaments. It's a great environment to compete, socialise and spectate together. Susanna Barr and Alison Harris, currently 3rd and 4th respectively on the APP World Rankings, and Major League Pickleball champion Rob Nunnery will also join Fudge in Telford. Eric Lang and doubles partner Max Mantow, also known as Purple Jesus, are also set to entertain the crowds. William Sobek, who played at the Ramsgate Open way back in 2016, returns to British shores. No fewer than 13 players from the APP Next Gen team, the US pickleball circuit for the most promising 16 to 23-year-olds, will be making the trip. This includes Jack Foster, who won gold in singles at the recent US Open in Naples, Florida. All of the top English players who also travelled to Naples for the US Open will be competing on home soil in Telford. James Trowdry, Pei Cow, Thaddeus Locke and Lewis Laville. Freddie Powell is thought unlikely to return from the serious injury he sustained whilst in Florida. At the time of writing, there have been 1,717 entries for the English Open, which this year has been extended to increased capacity. Registration closes on 6 July. Third thing to know, as shared on prnewswire.com, the Pickler US indoor pickleball franchise closes Series B funding with $59 million valuation. The Pickler, North America's fastest growing indoor pickleball franchise, closed their Series B financing with a valuation of $59 million, bringing the total raised by the Pickler to $9 million. Led by Pickleball Inc., the parent company to the largest pickleball brands in the world, including the PPA Tour, Pickleball Central, Pickleball Brackets, Pickleball TV, Pickleball.com, and Top Court, the Series B funding assures rapid growth among several pickleball sectors and solidifies the Pickler's place among top pickleball franchises for both franchisees and pickleball enthusiasts. In just over 12 months, the Pickler has sold over 300 franchises with 92 locations under contract. 38 Pickler locations will open in 2024, with 72 new locations coming in 2025. In the next 9 months, the Pickler will have all new locations in Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, and Washington. By early 2025, the Pickler will have locations in more than 32 states, securing their position as the largest provider of indoor pickleball clubs globally. It's no secret that the game of pickleball has exploded in popularity, said George Barrigan, CEO of the Pickler. Guided by strong corporate leadership and inspired by our enthusiastic team of franchise owners, the Pickler heads into this next chapter with an eye on bringing even more courts and a strong, like-minded community to pickleball players worldwide. The Pickler will have over 1,080 pro-style indoor courts available by the end of 2025, and with the largest pickleball database in the United States, we look forward to rapid membership growth at all locations. As the only pickleball franchise partnered with Pickleball Inc., the Pickler will be promoted on the PPA Tour and featured on live broadcasts, including commercials. Pickleball Central, the leading pickleball superstore, will now be at all Pickler locations, making demos and pre-releases of new pickleball equipment available to Pickler players first. Stack Athletics, the industry leader in pickleball-specific performance apparel and sister company to Pickler, will also be sold at all Pickler locations. Pickleball Inc. represents the best in the game, said Connor Pardo, CEO of Pickleball Inc. Our partnership with the Pickler has allowed us to keep pace with the rapid growth of the game as we work together to bring access to high-quality outdoor-style surfacing, a complete pro shop powered by Pickleball Central, unlimited league play, tournaments, and open play to all of those who love the sport. Paddles up.